why you're so old.
Do, 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 do.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Liz. It's Sad Girl Hour, and I'm here with
Clara Joy.
and we're here at the Columbia ADP. And is this your first time here?
It is my first time here.
Can you give me the journey to this venue?
I needed a space to have a house show that was really big, and this kid reached out to me and told me I could use his space, and I came up that day, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing.
So are you based out of New York?
I am. I'm born and raised in Chelsea. So yeah.
Cool. How long have you been playing music for? Did you grow up around the city playing music? Have you been touring around the venues here?
I started playing music when I was probably like 15. I got really into band camp. And actually, the woman who I booked this show, Franz Charcoal, those who know, is part of the originator of like making band camp popular. So it's a really full circle to have this show tonight with her. But yeah, so I got into band camp. I started making music when I was 15. And then I guess like 16 was when I started like playing shows around the city and stuff. So yeah.
Cool. Speaking of band camp, how would you say the era of smaller artists and indie artists and essentially like the band camp era, how things have changed in the music scene since then?
I mean, I think that, I guess like the music that was coming out during that time when Bandcamp was just becoming super popular was really different than the music now. Like, it was super, like, bedroom DIY, like, really bare bones. I feel like maybe things have gotten more produced. Music has become a little more produced. It was way more folky also. But I don't think that its change is bad. I just think that I have noticed a huge genre shift in general in music towards like bigger production, more like tech stuff, sounding techy as well.
And who would you say some of your influences are?
Definitely Greta Klein. Who else? Kimya Dawson. Bob Dylan is probably like my biggest. Honestly, I love Azalea Banks. I think she is a genius. Even though she has made some mistakes, I think she's a genius artist.
So your Instagram bio, you're the high priestess of house shows. Elaborate, explain.
I jokingly put it because I feel that I'm trying to basically revive indie DIY music scenes and communities in New York City, because I feel like lately it's been dry. It's been really dry, and honestly the venues are not cutting it for me personally in terms of being interesting. And also I'm really not interested in going to shows where all the artists are the same genre. So I decided to take it into my own hands and basically book shows all around the city at houses, and I kind of just self-titled myself that way because I was like, I can't find anyone else who's doing it, so I'm going to put on the crown.
In terms of a space, what would be your ideal space to perform? Unrestricted from, no restrictions, yeah.
I think, honestly, something that's been coming to mind is just a walking show. Like, this sounds crazy, but, like how a marching band walks down the street. Like, I'd love to do one where, like, I'm walking down the street, and then, like, another person starts walking, and the police can never... You're always moving, so you're always shifting. I think a walking show could be cool, like, no venue. Also, like, a football field, I think, could be, like, weird and cool.
Like in SpongeBob?
I'm thinking, like... of like those like early 2000s movies, like the woman is, what's that movie that it's not that good. No, Palo Alto, she's on the field. Like, I love that, like, at dusk vibe, I think that would be fun.
If you were going to a desert island, you could only bring 5 albums with you on the spot, what are those 5?
It's called Canta Ishmael. It's by Ishmael Silva from 1959. It's samba music. This album, you guys, this fucking album is my favorite album ever. It's so good. If you are unhappy and you listen to this shit, you will be so happy. I can't even explain. Blonde on Blonde by Bob Dylan would be the second album. Is it 5? You know what? I'm going to keep it at that. I'm going to keep it at that for now.
So would you say that punk is not dead?
I think no, punk is not dead. Punk is not dead. I think that nothing is dead. We shouldn't be approaching things like, you know what, labels are dead in a way, kind of, but it doesn't mean that we can't carry on sentiments from these formed creations that people have made. You know, we should carry them on in new ways, always new. We don't need to revert. If we're gonna carry on any kind of punk sensibility, we do it the way we're going to do it now as new people in 2023, and we should do that the best we can. So in a way, it's not dead. Yeah.